Hi everyone. So I finally finished my 1 to 100,000 scale map of Hyrule from Breath of the Wild. I didn't originally plan on making this into a video, but with the release of Tears of the Kingdom, I thought I should show it off. So here it is in all its tiny glory. As it's 100,000 times smaller than Hyrule in the game, the model measures 12 by 10 centimeters or 4.7 by 4 inches. So there's not many, but I'll show you some of the pictures that I took throughout the process of making it. So, as you can see in this terrible photo, this was the first stage, which was making the topography of Hyrule in clay. You can see in the picture that I began by tracing the map onto a piece of paper, gluing it down onto this wood board, and then following those map lines, I built up the mountains and hills. Now this took so long and was very fiddly. But once that tedious first phase was completed, I could start adding the colour. I began with a grey base coat to seal everything, and then I could add the other colours like the more yellow rocks or the brown for Death Mountain, and I went for quite a light green grass colour to match the bright washed out art style of the game. In this picture you can see that I've started to add some of the details with dry brushing for texture. In this picture you can see a lot more of the progress across the map, and you'll notice that I've painted the seas surrounding Hyrule too. I gave them quite a deep blue like you'd see on satellite images and a gradient towards the shore. I also gave them a PVA glue coat to make them glossy, which I ended up doing for the rivers and lakes too. So yeah, now I'll show you some of the more detailed pictures I took. Here's an overview of Hyrule. Here you can see Tanagar Canyon running all the way along to the Gerudo Highlands. And here's a better view of my favourite area, the Gerudo region, surrounded by the highlands. You can even see Gerudo town in the middle, and that little blue dot is the Karakara Bazaar. This is the area north of Hyrule Castle with Death Mountain and the Lost Woods. You can see I've added some pink for the Great Deku Tree branches because that's about as good as you can get at this scale. You can even see some of the hot springs up on Death Mountain. Here's a view of the east coast of Hyrule with Mount Lanayru and the Tingle Islands, and you can see Eventide Island down to the bottom left. Here you can see Death Mountain and Zora's Domain. And this is a bird's eye perspective of Zora's Domain and the surrounding area. Here's Akala. You can even see Tarry Town in the lake and the autumn forest dotted around. Now these are some low down photos that I took with my phone, so you really feel like you're in the map. This is the view from the top of Hebra Mountain. You can see the dueling peaks, and you can even spot Shatterback Point off to the left. Here's a low down view of the Gerudo Highlands with Satori Mountain in front. Here's a better look at Hebra Mountain. And here's the view from the top of the Gerudo Highlands. And this last one is a view that a lot of you are probably familiar with, the view from the top of Death Mountain looking all the way across to the desert. So yeah, thanks for watching, I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, and make sure to let me know in the comments what I should make next. Should I add some of the new Tears of the Kingdom stuff onto this map, or should I make something completely different? Let me know. Cheers!